March the 7th. We were harassed at every turn. 2 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 5. Why is it that God leads us in this way, allowing such strong and constant pressure on us? One of his purposes is to show us his all-sufficient strength and grace more effectively than if we were free from difficulties and trials. We have this treasure in jars of clay to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 7. Another purpose is to bring us greater awareness of our dependence upon Him. God is constantly trying to teach us how dependent we are on Him, that we are held completely by His hand and reliant on His care alone. This is exactly where Jesus Himself stood and where He desires us to stand. We must not stand with self-made strength, but always leaning upon Him. And our stand must exhibit a trust that would never dare to take even one step alone. This will teach us to trust Him more. There is no way to learn of faith except through trials. They are God's school of faith, and it is much better for us to learn to trust Him than to live a life of enjoyment. And once the lesson of faith has been learned, it is an everlasting possession and an eternal fortune gained. Yet, without trust in God, even great riches will leave us in poverty. From days of heaven upon earth. Why must I weep when others sing? To test the deeps of suffering. Why must I work while others rest? To spend my strength at God's request. Why must I lose while others gain, to understand defeat's sharp pain? Why must this lot of life be mine, when that which fairer seems is thine? Because God knows what plans for me will blossom in eternity.